Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 10.
Coming up tonight, delving into the dinner, authorities are searching for evidence after shots were fired at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. What Representative Mike Flood says people should be doing now after witnessing that event firsthand. Also tonight, apartment ablaze, how big of a response this fire prompted and how much damage is left behind. And Arbor Day donations, what people across Lincoln are doing to celebrate the Nebraska-created holiday. But first and foremost, let's get to our first forecast on this Sunday night with some severe weather on the horizon. We've really seen it all today. Citizen journalist Kevin sending in this video to our Now Local News app earlier this afternoon. You can see the rain coming down here in Lincoln, but luckily it didn't really stay gloomy all day. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Mackenzie Johnson. The clouds lifting this afternoon in the capital city, leaving us with a pretty beautiful evening, but we might not be in the clear just yet. Let's take a look at how things are outside right now. Here's a live look from our network of cameras. Now you can see some clouds over the capital city from our tower camera in the top middle box there. Are we due for another round of storms? Let's check in with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro to see. Dom?
Hey, good evening, Mackenzie. We are looking at a chance for some showers, thunderstorms, and potentially a stray severe storm in there as we head through the overnight hours. Here's everything you need to know as we get ready then to start off the work week on Monday. We did get a severe thunderstorm watch put into place for central and eastern portions of Kansas. They have left that right along the Kansas-Nebraska line at the moment, but trends are going to be monitored throughout the evening and into the overnight hours, and if that does get expanded to the north end, we'll let you know. Also, a couple counties here in a flood watch. Multiple rounds of storms over the same location could lead to areas of flooding. If you do come across a flooded roadway or any sort of active flash flooding out there, please just go ahead and avoid that. It's not worth trying to drive through it, and then report that to the appropriate folks there too. So keep an eye out on that through the evening here. Quiet so far though in Lincoln on our Honda of Lincoln camera at South 27th and at Yankee Hill Road. It was actually a fairly nice evening out there. I got a chance to step outside earlier. We got a cool picture of the sunset here up on the Facebook page as well. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out on my page. Definitely a nice shot there from our tower camera. Here's a look at that satellite and radar though. Starting to see a few showers move on through portions of south central Nebraska and southwest Nebraska. Looks like we have a little cell popping up there to the north of Grand Island too. Here's where we're going the rest of the evening. Storm coverage is expected to increase just after midnight here in southeast Nebraska. The bulk of that severe weather threat mainly to the south of the Kansas-Nebraska border. Can't rule out though a chance for an isolated severe storm here just to the north of that, especially down towards some of those counties right along the Kansas-Nebraska line. So if I clear it out by Monday here, we'll be breaking down more details on tonight's severe weather threat coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Dominic. I know he's been tracking all of these storms for us, so don't forget to tune into our morning show tomorrow at 5 and 6 a.m. because our meteorologist, Houston Hall, is also going to keep track of how these storms are progressing as you're heading out the door for work and school. Our team here at Channel 8 is going to be with you every step of the way as we keep our eye on things. Now, speaking of severe weather, today also marks the 2-year anniversary of a tornado outbreak.
Debris.
It's not getting smaller.
No, it is not.
It's getting bigger.
Well, it's getting closer to us.
Let's go in.
Sirens ringing out on that Friday afternoon, Arbor Day of 2024, as tornadoes were touching down on the outskirts of Lincoln. Incredible footage sent into our Now Local News app from our citizen journalists who captured the powerful storm as it was sweeping through. Just astonishing video here showing that tornado as it leaves behind a path of destruction. Our chief meteorologist, Rusty Dawkins, was on air the entire time keeping people safe, and video of his reaction was even featured on World News Tonight.
This is a tornado on the ground.
Our Lincoln, Nebraska affiliate KLKN broadcasting live as the massive tornado bears down on the capital.
It's doing damage. You can see the debris flying around it as this is just incredible. This is just northeast of the capital city in Waverly.
This tornado was the one that started in northeast Lincoln before traveling into the Waverly area. That's when it wiped out the Garner Industries building, injuring 3 workers inside. Now you can see here that building collapsed, trapping 70 people inside. Debris was flung all around the area. You can see the moment the building was hit by the twister in this video captured by a dash camera in the parking lot. But this wasn't the only tornado that came from that storm system. Another one trailing through West Omaha and Bennington with hundreds of homes in the Elkhorn community left in pieces. Families recounting the terrifying moments when they heard their homes being torn apart with hardly anything left intact. Many families picking up the pieces, spending countless hours rebuilding what was lost. One positive note: there were no deaths in this outbreak. We have hundreds of videos on our Now Local News app from this day, and you can scan the QR code here on your screen to watch major weather events play out in real time by downloading the app. Developing now, authorities are investigating the shooting incident at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. A suspect is in custody after causing the night to erupt in chaos. A Secret Service agent throwing his body in front of President Donald Trump as the shots were ringing out. ABC's Mola Langi has new details on the investigation.
It was just after 8:30 p.m. at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Law enforcement storming the stage. The night's performer, the mentalist, Oz Perlman, seen talking to President Trump and the First Lady when agents in tactical gear swarmed.
I didn't expect them to take him down so violently, because if this is kind of a fire drill or we're not sure, they never would have tackled him that hard.
Law enforcement officials say the alleged attacker charged past the security checkpoint, seen in this video posted by the president on social media. Secret Service racing to take him down, quickly apprehending him, seen in this photo released by the president. That man now identified as 31-year-old Cole Allen of Torrance, California. ABC News learning authorities believe he booked a room at the Washington Hilton earlier this month.
And we're still looking at video surveillance and footage of where he walked and how he got in and how those firearms got in.
Law enforcement sources say the suspect left behind handwritten notes found in the hotel room they say he booked, as well as in his California home. The president speaking to Fox News this morning.
And the guy is a sick guy. When you read his manifesto, he hates Christians. That's one thing for sure. He hates Christians, a hatred. So he was a very troubled guy.
Well, sources tell ABC News the suspect allegedly made statements to authorities that he was focusing on Trump administration officials in this attack, and indicated that authorities would be able to get more insight into his thinking if they examine the writings that he left behind. He is scheduled to be arraigned on Monday. Mola Langi, ABC News, Washington.
Governor Jim Pillen making a post on Facebook today sharing something he learned at a briefing this morning. Pillen says several Nebraska National Guard troops were actually on site during last night's attack, and they helped Secret Service and law enforcement respond and secure the scene after the shots rang out. He says he is beyond proud, and people across the state should be too. Well, several of Nebraska's own representatives were at the event last night, including Congressman Mike Flood. Tonight, he's telling us about his perspective as the shooting was unfolding. Channel 8's Emma Norwood spoke with the congressman today. She has the story for us. Emma?
The shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner leaving many shaken, including Congressman Mike Flood, who says he went into the night full of excitement but left disappointed.
And I was so looking forward to this. I had made plans to be here like pretty much 45 days ago, and I was delighted to get an invite. And I almost just shed a tear just watching this scene. It's like, we're better than this. Like, we don't want to live this way.
This scary scene playing out as shots were fired inside the building at the dinner. Congressman Flood tells us this was his first time attending this event. After hearing what he says sounded like plates breaking, the room filling with fear, he says he, as well as many others, tried to hide under the table to protect themselves.
I ducked a little bit, but I also was just taking in this scene. There were Secret Service agents that were running towards the front of the room, and that because everybody was on the ground, they were literally running from table to table, like they were running on top of the dinner tables.
Flood goes on to say he's safe but disheartened.
I'm just sad for our country having experienced that last night, and I do hope they are able to get it rescheduled, because the actions of one guy who's obviously got some major issues, mental issues, should not derail the ability of our government to get together with the First Amendment, free press, and celebrate a night of we're all in this together.
He's now making a plea to the people, calling for political violence in the U.S. to come to an end.
You have to be able to have thick skin, and you have to be able to navigate people that don't agree with you. But this idea that that you should, be shot or somehow assaulted or, your family put in harm's way. That's never, ever, ever acceptable.
Reporting in Lincoln, Emma Norwood, Channel 8 News.
Well, definitely a scary time. Good thing everyone's all right. Now, our team here at Channel 8 has been posting updates to our Now Local News app as we have learned more about the shocking incident. When any new details come out, we'll be informing you there first. You can scan the QR code there on your screen and download the app for free. It's the best way to keep up with breaking news when you're away from your TV. Well, stay with us. We have more coming your way after the break, including Central Lincoln scorch. How far a garage blaze managed to spread before firefighters stopped it. Stick with us.
And we're looking at the chance for showers and thunderstorms as we head through the overnight hours, with the chance that one or two of those could be severe. We'll break down everything you need to know heading into your Monday, coming up after the break.
Developing now, an apartment garage breaks out in a fire near Central Lincoln. The blaze prompting a big response from law enforcement. Around 4 different fire trucks and ambulances on scene. Let's go ahead and take a look here. This fire is sparking up near 23rd and D Streets just before 3:30 this afternoon. These clips from the scene sent into our Now Local News app by citizen journalist Andy. Now you can see here firefighters hard at work with smoke billowing out of the garage and out of the side of the building. Crews inside the garage as well. Lincoln Fire and Rescue tells us the fire was contained just to the garage. It did not spread to the rest of the apartment. The cause is under investigation, but at this time there are no damages being reported. New at 10, Wymore Fire and Rescue sharing a spectacular video from their recent efforts. Check this out. This is from the Pressy wildfire. Now you can see a helicopter performing a water drop to help crews on the ground get the upper hand on these fires. Now a massive amount of water coming out of the bucket right there. Wymore Fire and Rescue says the scale of the complexity to make sure the crews on the ground can use this to their advantage is really incredible. It's awesome to see the water drop in action and to see all of these volunteer crews working together trying to get a hold of the wildfire. And also tonight, an update out of Saunders County. They've been rescuing dozens of dogs from a hoarding situation over the past month or two. The sheriff's office there is thanking Haven Animal Rescue for assisting them in this case. Now that they have all of the dogs to a safe place, they're working together to find new homes for every single one of them.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast. with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
Well, we got enough of the break of showers and thunderstorms this evening, just enough to enjoy our Sunday night. And then now we're starting to see those chances for showers, a few thunderstorms, and potentially a severe storm or two ramp up here as we get closer then to the midnight hour. Here's a look at your satellite at the moment, or excuse me, your radar at the moment. Taking a look there north of Grand Island, a nice little storm moving on to the north and east. And here, welcome precipitation for much of southwestern and portions of western Nebraska there too. They'll take whatever moisture that we can get, but again, starting to see a few heavier storms there to the south of, south and west there of Grand Island. If we take a step back, here's the broader look at this system that is moving on through here. We have a lot of storms in and around the I-70 corridor moving off then here to the north and then east. And that ultimately going to try and make its way here to the capital city. Models then kind of take this more of an easterly turn throughout the rest of the evening, but it looks like we're at least due then for a few showers, if anything, here in portions of southeastern and south central Nebraska. Here's a look in Lincoln at the moment on your Allo Communications camera. It's hard to tell here, but a good bit of cloud cover out there for the moment as we close out the weekend. Temperatures still in the lower 60s, and that cloud cover is going to help us hang on to just a little bit warmer temperatures as we head through the rest of the evening. 52 in Columbus as well, 53 in Grand Island. But then as you head out towards the west, a few 40s and even closer than to the 30s once you get out into far northwestern Nebraska. There's a chance they could even see a couple flurries out there this evening while the rest of us are taking a look at that severe weather threat. 60 down in Beatrice, 63 in Hebron, 61 in York, and the Tri-Cities in around the lower to middle 50s. Winds light for most of us, but we're starting to see a couple gustier winds here. This likely coming off of that storm then just to the north of Grand Island, the outflow from that flowing on down there and making things just a tad breezy, but calm winds for the rest of us then going forward. But here's a look at your stormcast, and as we kind of starting to see there, we expect that storm coverage to increase here for areas south of Interstate 80. Looks like we have a little more storm coverage out there at the moment for portions of south central and southwestern Nebraska than models have been picking up on, but we expect most of that activity to stay south of the interstate and most of that severe activity then to stay to the south of the Kansas-Nebraska border. But that does not mean we won't see a strong to severe storm or two on the Nebraska side of the border, and that's something that we just need to keep an eye on through the rest of the evening. Here's even 2-3 o'clock in the morning, still looking at a decent chance for showers. This is also going to pose a flooding threat for a few of us in far southeast Nebraska, especially those who see more than one storm pass over the same area. Even by 5 a.m., 6 as we get ready to head out the door, if you're heading out early tomorrow morning, could still see a few showers or two. It does clear out though by about lunchtime, then leaving us with a fair amount of cloud cover here in eastern Nebraska throughout the day. But those storm chances do look to be wrapped up then again before we head out to lunch. Even by the evening here, staying things fairly quiet across the state. Going forward, still have that scattered level 2 out of 5 risk for Lincoln, Beatrice, the Omaha Metro, and portions of the Tri-Cities. That means we could see a few scattered severe storms. That enhanced risk staying still off then to our south. It's isolated spin up or two a possibility. That's something we'll monitor through the overnight hours. In the strongest storms, though, we could see up to 2-inch diameter hail. And as I mentioned, important to have those severe weather alerts so we can get notified if that is heading our way. Damaging winds a possibility too, with wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour. There's a look at that flood watch. Only a handful of counties here, including Nebraska City, Schubert, and then down towards Fall City as well. This is the area that we think we could see the most amount of repeat precipitation. This goes until 1 p.m. on Monday afternoon. For your Lincoln forecast, expect a chance at least at a few showers and thunderstorms throughout much of the afternoon. It seems to be about wrapped up though as we head towards the late afternoon hours there. But maybe just keep the umbrella handy just to be safe. A small chance for rain there on Tuesday. Temperatures back into the upper 50s, 60s on Wednesday with maybe even a little bit of sunshine. Be nice to enjoy some time outside. But as we head then into May, I mean, temperatures are going to warm up. Lots of sunshine out there. Next weekend for the moment looks pretty good. So after all this severe weather coverage, Mackenzie, I'll definitely be looking forward to a couple days of some nice weather and some sunshine. Oh, me too. I know the rain is always appreciated, but I think a couple of nice spring sunny days are going to be, in the forecast for the future, and then we can get out and enjoy it. No, absolutely. So, I mean, it's starting to feel like spring out there. It'd be nice if we can, kind of enjoy the 60s and 70s for maybe a bit longer. Then we start talking about the 80s, 90s. That could wait just a little bit, in my opinion. Hopefully. All right. Thank you, Dominic. New details now. On a rainy day concert here in the capital city, Zach Bryan fans waiting for hours to finally see him perform in Memorial Stadium last night. The country singer went on stage after 10 p.m. with rain showers still coming down. But he had to cut his show short with another storm rolling through. Fans watching the ending of the concert
and pouring rain, with his set wrapping up just before midnight. New tonight, a growing gift for the community. You probably know Arbor Day is a holiday born here in Nebraska, and the Arbor Day Foundation celebrating in a big way today by giving out 500 free trees to hundreds of people across Lincoln. Now, this comes as an effort to plant hope and also bring people together. These trees are now going to be popping up around Lincoln, helping hundreds of families grow something that can last for decades. People lining up around Antelope Park today waiting to get their own sapling. The Arbor Day Foundation says this comes at a time when replanting is as important as ever.
Planting trees it's such a symbol of hope, and being able to replant after community members have lost trees due to a number of reasons, especially the intensifying storms, it's really, really exciting to get these out to the community.
Our citizen journalists also posting their views of the Arbor Day event to our Now Local News app. These videos sent in by Brian and Melanie. Kids and adults alike getting in on the celebrations today. Trees, food trucks, live music, a little bit of everything. If you want to see some of the action from Arbor Day and make sure you don't miss any events like these in the future, you can scan the QR code there on your screen and download our Now Local News app. Coming up in sports, Husker baseball closing out the series on the road versus Illinois. Plus, we'll reveal our athlete of the week, find out who it is when we come back.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Greens Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with sports anchor Jake Homan. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome into your Sports Zone tonight. We're starting things off in Champaign, Illinois, where Nebraska baseball looking to close out their series today versus the Fighting Illini. This series tied at 1, heading into the final showdown. And while yesterday was an offensive outpour for the Huskers, today it was more of a defensive duel. Red Stokes doubled it right there. Will put Nebraska in front early. Blockowitz on the mound today for the Huskers. 6 innings, 6 hits, no runs on 4 Ks. Jeter Worthy, though, the first long ball of the season for him to give Nebraska some late insurance runs there in the 7th. Another run here in the 9th and a wild pitch, and the Huskers was shut out The Illini to secure the Rose Series, taking 2 out of 3. Nebraska 3, Illinois 0. Huskers had 9 hits on the day. Ty Horn gets the save, and the Big Red will come back home for a Tuesday night matchup versus Kansas State. Let's talk some Concordia baseball. The regular season coming to a close today, and they made a final statement. The Bulldogs closing out the year with an 11-0 shutout versus Hastings. They finished that regular season 34-15. But hey, they're not done yet. It's still time for the playoffs. They'll begin GPAC play in the pod starting this Wednesday versus Mount Marty. First pitch right here in Lincoln at Sherman Field, set for 6 p.m. Wednesday. Let's talk some Royals baseball. You're going to want to check this out. The Royals were looking down 6 runs today versus the Angels. In the final 4 innings, they scored 7 runs and added 3 more right here on a game-winning walk-off homer and extras off the bat of 11-year vet Lane Thomas. And this sweep over LA is their first series sweep of the season, winning 3 straight games now for just the second time. What a great momentum-building weekend for Kansas City. Could this be a turn of the Giants? I guess we'll see. And before we go, the boys high school soccer regular season coming to a close this past week, and one Southwest senior shined this past Wednesday. That's why Miguel Rodriguez has been named our Athlete of the Week.
The following segment is sponsored by Menards.
Lincoln Southwest Miguel Rodriguez helping lead his team his senior season. Right now, he leads the team in assists, points, and has 4 goals on the year, including 1 in this past Wednesday's match over Lincoln Southeast to capture the HAC championship.
Kind of had to struggle scoring this year. I've had to struggle finding the net, but I mean, it's kind of a relief finally finding the net in a big game. So I mean, yeah, it kind of just felt like a relief off my shoulders.
And Rodriguez doesn't know what it's like to not win a HAC title. The Silverhawks have won 4 straight tournament championships and says he's glad they got it done again this year.
It means a lot. I got it done my 3 years. Last year I broke my foot, so I kind of wanted to go on a good year, and we clearly got the 4 for 4, so it feels great.
The Silverhawks finish up their season 10-3 and will look to keep the momentum going into the postseason. But Rodriguez says this senior group is close and has what it takes.
You know, the seniors we're all very combined. We've been together 4 years, so I mean this team I feel like is special. I feel like we get it done this year. We always have to learn from our mistakes and show grit, and I think we have the talent to get it done.
And that'll do for your sports. For now, Mackenzie, go ahead and send it back over to you.
Yeah, a lot of really good stuff going on today. Thanks for keeping us updated, Jake. And we're going to be right back after the break for our final check of the forecast. Stick with us.
Wanted to get one last look at that radar before we let you go this evening. Starting to see a few showers popping up in portions of south central and southwest Nebraska. For the moment, just bringing some much needed rain to the area, maybe a few rumbles of thunder now as that approaches the I-80 corridor towards Kearney, and then ultimately we'll move then off to the north and east towards Grand Island. Here in southeast Nebraska, quiet for the moment, other than that one cell just to the north of Grand Island or southeast there of Greeley. A couple bolts of lightning with that, maybe some small hail in there, but things quiet here for the moment. This is our severe weather outlook as we head throughout the rest of the overnight hours. We'll have team coverage with you here from the Weather Center through the overnight, so if should we have anything pop up in our area, we'll keep you covered. Have multiple ways to receive severe weather alerts, and we'll keep you up to date through the overnight hours.
All right, thank you, Dom, and thank you all for joining us. Have a good rest of your night. We'll see you back here tomorrow starting at 5 a.m.
Plan your next game night out or celebrate any milestone with us, because happy hour is even happier when you're winning. Only at Warhorse Casino, minutes from downtown in Lincoln.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem them for gift cards. Scan the QR code to join.